All right, let's get started. There are some major changes coming your way if you're a cardholder of Chase's Freedom or Freedom Unlimited credit card. So let's take a look at what those changes are going to be and if the new Freedom Flex card is going to be right for you. You're not going to want to miss this. It's been a while on this channel since we've talked about credit cards, but it's not every day that Chase announces a brand new credit card. And their Freedom line are one of the most popular ones you can have. For example, there's an old Freedom card, there's a Freedom Unlimited card, there's even like a student Freedom card that not many people talk about, but they've also announced the new Freedom Flex. Now, the reason this Freedom line is so popular is that it's known for its 5% rotating categories. So every quarter, for example, you might be able to get 5% back on groceries, or the next quarter, gas, Amazon purchases, things like that. And one of the main reasons a card like that is so valuable is that over the course of a year, if you max out each of the 5% categories, you can earn close to $300 in cash back. However, one of the downsides of a card like that is you're only earning 1% on all of the other purchases that you make. And this is where the other Freedom card comes in, the Freedom Unlimited card. What was attractive about that is you could actually earn 1.5% points back on all purchases. It didn't matter the category. You didn't have to worry about rotating cards in or out of your wallet. So for the past few years in this house, my wife and I both have had an old Freedom card, and she has the Unlimited card. And it's a change to this Unlimited card that I wanted to talk about first. First, the good news is that 1.5% earnings rate is going to stay for the Unlimited card. But one of the new things is that you're going to be able to earn 5% back on travel purchases that are made through Chase's portal. In addition, you can earn 3% back on dining purchases like going out to restaurants, takeout, delivery, and then an additional 3% for drugstore purchases. Now, the way I see this is win-win if you have the Unlimited card, because there's nothing you have to do. Your earning rates are just going to go up from what you were expecting before. So let's move on and talk about the old Freedom card. That card is going away. It'll still maintain the same 5% rotating categories. So it's something that I'm going to plan to keep in my wallet to maximize those categories year after year, but it is not going to be something that is going to be available to the public. There is a chance sometimes that you can do a product change to old cards if you call and ask or send a secure message, but right now we just don't know if that's going to be the case. However, to be clear, you can keep the old Freedom card. So like I said before, we have two Freedom cards. We're going to keep at least one in addition to also having the Unlimited, and that's going to be a way to really maximize a lot of those points over the course of a year. So I know we're talking a lot about Freedom cards. To be clear, the old card and this new one we're about to talk about, the Freedom Flex, they are two different products, so you are going to be allowed to hold both. Meaning, if you like what you hear about this new card that we'll discuss in a minute, you can still keep the old one, use it, and have the new one. So this new Freedom Flex card is going to be similar to the old Freedom card in that you're going to earn 5% on the rotating categories that we've come to expect. And yes, these categories are going to be the same if you're holding on to one of the old cards. So you are going to be able to maximize those rotating categories if you keep the old Freedom and apply for the new Flex card. So what's really attractive about this new Flex card is, in addition to the 5% rotating categories, you're also going to earn 5% on travel purchases through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, that 3% on dining, and again, the 3% on drugstore purchases. So essentially, it's going to be very similar to the new update to the Unlimited card that we talked about in the beginning of the video. Again, no annual fee. There is a sign-up bonus of a couple $100 for the new Flex card, and it's a MasterCard offered by Chase, so there is going to be some protections and benefits in there that is different than Visa. For example, one of them is going to be cell phone protection. Now, personally, we sign up for AutoPay through our cell phone carrier, so they give us a discount per line. Maybe you do something similar. You have to decide for yourself if using the credit card to pay your monthly cell phone bill is worth it to you. If you're someone who's always breaking your phone, or you're always buying the new latest greatest, then it might be worth it to you to sacrifice that auto pay discount that a lot of the carriers offer simply to have the protection in case something happens. So let's go ahead and talk about if you should apply for the Freedom Flex card right away. I think the answer is not yet, and let me explain. With everything that's been going on with the economy and the health crisis, this is major news from Chase, and this card is extremely attractive. I think a lot of people are going to go for it, but I'm curious what else is coming. For example, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which has a $95 fee, is actually going to earn a lot less if you use it on similar categories compared to this new Freedom Flex. So to be clear, Chase has a premium travel product that is actually going to be less attractive and desirable compared to these new Freedom cards. As a result, I expect and anticipate some sort of refresh or update, some sort of new benefits to the Sapphire line of credit cards. Now remember, Chase has rules about opening cards that we have to keep in mind. For example, 5 and 24. That's a rule where you're not allowed to open more than 5 cards in the past 24 months across any banks, not just Chase. Also, some report that you're unable to get more than 1 or 2 cards in a 30 to 60 day window. Now, as a result, I'm going to hold tight on applying. I'm going to wait and see what Chase does in the next couple of months to see if it's worth a hard credit pull and a new application, essentially applying for more credit for an update to something like the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve. And one other thing to keep in mind is that the update to the Freedom Unlimited card is so similar to this new Freedom Flex that some people are going to find that more attractive because they don't have to keep track of the rotating categories. For example, you could just put that Freedom Unlimited card in your wallet and use it for almost all your purchases, earning that 1.5%. And then when you're going out to eat or you're at a restaurant or the occasional drugstore trip, then you could earn that 3%. Some people love to keep it simple, so I could see this being in someone's wallet as an everyday card. Now, personally for me, I don't mind the rotating categories. Discover offers something similar, and I'm the type of guy that has his cards labeled on the back. I do it for my wife's cards too. That way I know when the annual fee hits and what the rotating category is. It's just a reminder of what to do. So if anybody does something similar, you can let me know in the comments. Okay, let's recap. Chase has updated their Freedom line of credit cards. The Freedom Unlimited is now going to offer you a ton of benefits that you did not have before, in addition to maintaining that 1.5% earnings. The old Freedom card is essentially going away. However, those of you who have it can keep it. And there is a new Freedom Flex card out there that you can also get in addition to the old card or the unlimited card. And this is something that's going to be very attractive because similar to the old Freedom card, the Flex card will have those 5% rotating categories. In addition, it'll have a similar earnings rate to the unlimited card with 5% for those travel purchases and 3% for things like restaurants and drugstores. It's also important to point out that this new Freedom Flex card will be a MasterCard with World Elite benefits. So I'll flash those up on the screen right now. Things like cell phone protection, you get some Lyft credits, Boxed, ShopRunner, even Fandango. If these are things that you value, then they're going to automatically be linked to that card, and you can take advantage of those as well. Personally, we're going to wait to apply for the card. I want to see what Chase offers in the next couple of months with their Sapphire line. I have the Sapphire Reserve right now, and my wife has had the Sapphire Preferred in the past, but she has product changed that down to one of the Freedom cards. So I want to see what Chase is going to do to entice people to keep the Sapphire cards as opposed to maybe product change down to the Freedom cards. We have to remember that with the Sapphire cards, there are some additional travel protections that I love using if we're ever renting a car or booking flights. And in addition, the Reserve card has the lounge access and the travel credit annually. So for me, paying that annual fee is probably going to still be worth it, but I want to see what's coming next. Now, as we wind this thing down, I'm sure I forgot to mention a couple of the benefits that are being offered, and I'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. I've had a few calls with people about, hey, should I apply for the old card right now, or should I just wait and get the Flex later? I'm someone that always keeps track of the number of hard inquiries on my credit report because it affects your credit score. So I'm going to make sure that I plan to get a card in a certain amount of time and use it a certain way to maximize its benefits. As a result, I'm going to hold off on getting the Freedom Flex card, but it is a very attractive card, and I could see it in my wallet being used almost every single day. All right, it feels real good to make a video about things like travel rewards and credit cards. It's been a while since we've had some good news about a new product that I think a lot of people are going to like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Hit like, it really helps that algorithm, and ring that notification bell. It always means a lot to me to interact with you down in the comments, so for those of you who take the time, thanks. Also, we launched a brand new private Facebook group for people who love talking money, business, credit cards. Feel free to join that, and you'll be able to help craft exactly what that community is going to look like moving forward. All right, as always, I'm Rich, and until next time.